There has been a lot of talk about the passport bro movement since J. Rello went to Kenya.
Um, let's not slap things out of proportion. All you need is a job so you can support your 36-year-old self and 600 people because the BS you did last night. We got 251. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm officially banned on YouTube. Uh, Jerry's Turn is gone. Rello Travels is gone. Scott Inslee is gone.
What followed was a series of mishaps, and now we have reached a point where YouTube is deleting channels. Some creators have completely stayed off the internet because they realize that the block is too hot. But some of these banned creators are starting to return to YouTube. Even worse, they're doing the exact thing that got them booted off the platform. I also notice a lack of accountability with these men. They blame everyone but themselves. So, in this video, I will take you to one such creator who emerged a few days ago. He created a new channel circumventing YouTube policy and doing the exact thing that got us here discussing prostitution openly and also dehumanizing women.
Days are gone, man. I mean, it's like, I mean, the West has become a culture. We call it wasteland. It's become like a culture wasteland. It has like no morality. No nothing, man. It's just like especially if you're a melanated man, like this is positioning. They want you to either be a simp, you coming out of jail or something like that, where you compromise, or you just be a sugar daddy or you tricking. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or be a simp. That's basically your role in we call it Black America. That's it, man. So
Yes, sir. And they don't realize it, but they are destroying the price of pussy because it's okay. Let me put it like, fellas, what's the difference?
This is one of the things that I want you to pay attention to. Why does the conversation always have to be about the price of box? Like, why are we pricing women? Remember, whenever you're talking about women, try to think about your sister, your mom, or any of your family members. This way of viewing women is not healthy. This is why I say a lot of these guys really have issues deeper than just relationships. There's a lot more to this.
Between a $40 prostitute and say a $250 prostitute?
Nothing.
Yep. Nothing.
No, there is a difference. There is a difference between the $40 and the $250. Just mill it over for a second.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
What would make you be willing to pay one woman 250? That is, of course, assuming that you would be willing to pay for it at all. But
this guy just got booted off YouTube. Like, his channel got completely removed off YouTube. He was not allowed on YouTube. It's not like he got a strike. He got completely removed off YouTube. And the moment he gets back on YouTube, he starts to host platforms that talk about the same exact thing that YouTube is trying to clean up. And then he goes on to say that he thinks I had something to do with his channel being taken down, even though, for those of you that know me and you follow my channel, if I took his channel down or if I was involved in taking his channel down, I would have openly said it and openly admitted to it. I'm not scared to admit to taking people or contributing to certain people's channels taken down in the passport bro movement space. But for Carlos, as I said, I don't have my hands in it. I'm not scared of him. If I did, I would gladly say it. He's one of the guys that I would gladly say to his face if I was involved in it. But the lack of accountability here is really what strikes me.
what would make you be willing to pay one woman 250 versus paying another woman 40?
Yeah, they getting ready to hurt themselves because they're gonna have a competition and some of them ain't gonna get no work.
No, hear what I'm saying, brothers? It's a real question. And
Right.
I want you to think for a second.
Okay.
What would inspire you to be willing to pay one woman $250 for access to her body versus another woman that you would only pay 40?
You're being
Oh
treated a
yeah.
lot better, I guess. Yeah.
It's the
Before they get
scarcity. It's the scarcity.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
To kind of put this is what I call trickonomics to kind of discuss prostitution with fundamental economic terminologies is one of the most nastiest piece of work that I've ever heard on the internet. These are grown men. I give this guy maybe 50s. You see where the focus is at this age. You should not be thinking like this. These guys don't have an idea or have a clue why people like me do what I do. Uh, The cost of their influence is so damaging to young people that we got to really put a stop to this way of thinking.
Right.
See, with this woman that's $250, she's not like the rest. She's
Uh-huh.
different. She might be more pretty. She might, like you said, treat the brother better. It's a whole different experience because what makes her worth that value is that she's rare in comparison to other women. When it comes to the $40 chick, she's about as basic as hell. She is the standard of what you will most likely see, or maybe even beneath that standard. But here's the issue in the States. Most of the women are now at that standard. They have diminished their own value. When you go out on OnlyFans, most of the women on OnlyFans, yeah,
That's the problem. Why would you talk about most of the women in the US and then reference OnlyFans as if majority of women sit on OnlyFans? The women that we are advocating that men get with and men get into relationships with and build families with don't have an OnlyFans. They don't even know what that is. And there's a lot, I mean, there's plenty of women in the West or anywhere in the world that don't do this stuff that these guys think every woman does. It's just not true.
they fall somewhere on a pretty spectrum. But when you have so many of them, like even if you just took the pretty women on OnlyFans, when you have that many pretty women, there's an overabundance of supply.
oh
So
yeah.
so if you notice, even some of the most beautiful women in the country, matter of fact, video vixen, Melissa Ford herself, as beautiful as she is, and let's just keep it real. Even after the last 20 years, she still puts most women to shame across the ethnic spectrum. She still puts most women in this country to shame, and even she had to bring her subscription fee down to like pocket change. You can reach in your in the sofa cushions and get enough money to afford her subscription. They're killing it. And if you can get the baddest, the finest of the finest for pocket change,
Uh-huh.
then imagine what you could get the $40 chick for, which is comprised of the general population of women in this country.
That's just not true. Commoditizing women. And I know, of course, they're going to talk about relationships being transactional and just, you got to understand this. Women nowadays work. Uh, the cultural dynamics are completely different in the West than it is in other places. We should not penalize women for having jobs. And the more these people think that women having jobs or feminism is the reason that they can't have relationships, they will fail at these relationships even overseas. I know that for a fact because I've seen a lot of these guys fail. I've been reacting to them for a few months now, and I've seen their L's. Okay, uh, the problem lies within them. And this is just my observation. Hosting a show now for what close to 4 months and talking to a lot of these guys, uh, majority of them are the reason why they don't have any success. They are the problem. Okay, it's not the women. I mean, there are women that have some issues. I get that, but majority of the cases that I've come across, I think these men are not ready. They don't want to admit it, but I know for a fact that a lot of these guys will not be good husbands, and they know it too. They just don't want to admit it in front of camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
goodness.
Yeah, you're right. And I was saying because mostly, like you said, the whole thing. Yeah, a lot of these chicks are we call it basically grand models or basically prostitutes. Anyway, most of these chicks, even just regular chicks, I mean, are basically just basically doing prostitution, basically just most of it's a transactional relationship anyway. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just get one and get rid of her, right? You know what I'm saying?